All right, people. So Arsenal 2, Bayern Munich 2. Such a disappointing game. To be honest, Kwame, but I'm really, really disappointed in this game. I thought we'd finish the game and kill it at the Emirates. Because remember, we had the 12th man, we had the fans. It's so embarrassing, owing to the fact that, Bayern didn't have fans. And they have given us a run for money. We've drawn with Bayern 2-2. So now we have to go to Allianz Arena and basically just strategize the whole thing. Saka, first of all, let me just ask you again. Do you think that was a penalty? Reviewing it again, do you think that was a penalty or that was a dive by Saka?
I think he was looking for it. Because there was also a penalty. There was another penalty the Bayerns were also looking for, similar to Yasaka too.
Yeah.
Today, I think Bayern, because of our reputation up to now, walikuja na heshima. If they were a bit more confident, they could have won. Even the last minute, they hit the post.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they were just being careful.
That thing sent chills in my spine. They almost scored, actually, the last minute.
Ingegonga goalkeeper na irudi ndani, but it went through his feet, ikachapa post na ikaenda
nje.
Rather ikarudi tena.
Yeah,
so yani hii kitu, it's not tuwezi sema tulimanage game, it was luck. Actually, it was Bayern walikuwa natuheshimu sana.
But credit to them, but Tuchel has actually he set up his team well.
He outfoxed the professor. For the first time, I think in a long time this season, Arteta amekuwa tactically outplayed. They had a plan for every move we had. Paka walikuwa frustrated. They were just standing around and thinking, where do we pass? They looked confused because everybody was running, everybody was following everybody. Like Tuchel, I think Tuchel ali studied the Arsenal game so much. And then because of the way they have been playing, we didn't expect them to come and play the way they did. But you see, theirs is just a confidence thing. They have quality players. It's just a confidence thing. Because I feel some of those players, if they came to Arsenal would be way like Zinchenko. Let's sell him. Partey, let's just sell him. I don't see Partey. Even if he improves, he'll be injured again. He was running like an old person, and he was fresh.
And actually, like you said, I think Mikel today basically had it wrong. Because first of all, what exactly was he doing by bringing Zinchenko in place of Kiwior? And you had Tomiyasu. I thought actually Zinchenko...
Kiwior, like the old Kiwior was there today. He was just too, it's like now all the other defenders, it's like he created panic. You see, when we have Tomiyasu, that whole backside is confident. But so long as Kiwior is playing, it's like all the other defenders are anticipating a mistake to protect him. So they saw that's a hole. So and then we were not creating anything. So I think he risked bringing Zinchenko, because if he didn't bring Zinchenko, there'd be zero creation. Because Ginino was out of the game, and every time Odegaard touched the ball, 3 people on him. 3 people on him. You see, because when Ginino shines, we win. When Ginino doesn't shine, we struggle. Because then now the only creative person is Odegaard. Rice is not a creator. You see,
for the first time, actually,
when we're not controlling the ball. But Rice has been running throughout. I don't know how we need to do game management. When we have a useless bench, because like Arteta, and I don't blame Arteta. I didn't trust the bench for this game. Because think about it, Partey came, he had no effect. You see, and imagine of all the players he had to choose. What's his name? Jesus and what is Zinchenko. Zinchenko, and Trossard, because they are reliable, even in as much as they are not. You see, Bayern is world class. Bayern is like Barcelona level. They just don't have confidence at the moment. They're having issues, which every club has their ups and downs. Out of the all the Bundesliga games, I mean, leagues, they have won like 11 in a row. So you can understand if they're still trying to figure themselves out, but they still have class, and that's what Arsenal found out. And you see that's now what I think a lot of the pundits were discussing and saying. There is an experience there for playing at that level, because it's like you get shocked on the stage. It's like now when you carry these Harambee Stars, you take them to the World Cup. Wanachapwa 10-0, 5-0, and it's not because they are bad. It's the stage.
The stage,
No, like
stage
they don't play the game. They play the occasion. Because Champions League is the cream de la cream. Champions League is the cream de la cream. So anybody who's a footballer, who's dreamed of playing anything important, the cream, whatever you can brag, one of the best prizes you can ever get is saying that you've played in the Champions League. And so now when you start reaching these levels, so I don't know, what's your take? What would Arteta do for the second leg, and what can we do to remove that? Because we were tense. I don't know where it came from. We were so tense.
I think actually, I don't know. For me, I don't think we're tense. I think we actually played all right. I think we actually played all right. We created chances. We looked aggressive on the ball. The only thing is that we conceded silly goals. Yeah, and we just had a few players. For me, I think we played all right. The only players that basically messed up the game for me was Keyword. And actually, true to what I'm saying, Mikel actually switched him with Zinchenko. So this is actually where I didn't understand Mikel's decision of bringing Zinchenko in place of.
Ideally, Kiwior, you see, Kiwior has improved tremendously. And he normally plays an inverted fullback. Like, he's improved so much that now he has been benching Zinchenko. But he was always the ball throwing it over him, and Sane seemed too tricky and too fast for him. So now these other defenders had to be protecting him so much because he's not sure of himself. So now the only person who can invert the way Arteta wants is Zinchenko. Because you see, now we had more of the ball when Zinchenko came. The only thing is that now we had to sacrifice defense, because defending is not one of his strongest suits. So I wouldn't blame him so much. It's not his characteristic. But if we were to get that goal back from 2-1, if we didn't put Zini, we could have defended to the end, but it would have ended 2-1. So I think that's why he put Zinchenko.
Anyway, just to answer your question, brother, about what Mikel needs to do in the second leg, I think what we need to do is, because we have a good defense, and equally, in equal measure, we have people who have the ability of scoring. So I think what Mikel needs to do basically is get a goal, and then park the bus. That's what we need to do. Because now in Allianz Arena with the fans, I'm sure it's going to be really tough. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, but it's going to be really crazy. Actually wanted us to go. I actually thought we'd go 5-6-0 in this game. Basically, just kill the game in the Emirates and then go pack the bus at Allianz Arena. But man, it's now the whole ball game now changes. One interesting thing is that
Musiala. You see what made the game difficult for us, and that's what I think Arteta will need to do in the next transfer window. They have midfielders who can beat one or two players. You get, as we don't have Sitnach is a one-touch football. But for them, they can do the one touch. You remember when we equalized, they made us chase the ball like for 10 minutes, 8 minutes. You just chase the ball, because they knew if they risked, they could lose the game. So they just held the ball. And this is a Bayern low on confidence. So I think we need a midfield. Juninho is good, but he's old. He doesn't have the legs. The only person who I can say, actually the person who helped us, to be honest, I gave everybody a 4 and I give Odegaard a 6. Because without Odegaard, I don't see us creating anything. He was the only one who was confident on the ball, beating guys. The other guys, they could, but they were a bit scared. So I think Mikel Arteta needs to use his powers to encourage, because we looked fearful. We looked like a deer on headlights. Like we were just scared stiff. Like, I don't know, scared of losing, scared of disappointing the crowd, scared. If we just went there and had fun, I think it would have been different. And then the mistakes for Kiwior was not helping. Let me tell you, when your defense is leaky, it affects the whole team.
It affects the whole team.
Yeah,
you're right.
Because you see, like the Man City game, because the defense was so solid, we were dangerous on the counter. But now, I know. Okay. Let's give it to Bayern. I know Bayern have been off form this time, but they still, beat some good teams in the Champions League. I think Arteta will just admit in secret with his team, he was outfoxed for this one. You know what? For example, let's say I like using boxing examples. You've prepared for this fighter. You've watched all tapes. Then he comes with a totally different game plan. He confuses you, and I think that's what froze us, because we didn't know how to react. Normally Arteta plans for every situation. If they do this, you'll do this. If they do this, you'll do this. If they do this, we'll do this. But now it's like Tuchel could see every move, and all the players were tracking down players. And then they could, like the way we press people to make mistakes. They were just passing the ball, and you couldn't get it. They could just pass. Next thing you know, they are attacking us. So a lot of times we were chasing. We had to run back, and we caused some fouls. Even Partey, he came in, he didn't even stay 2 minutes, he's cost up. But then Partey, injuries are bad. I don't like injuries.
Yeah, but Kwame, at the same time, we have to give it to Mikel. I think the players that he brought on Jesus at the right time, because believe me, Angeleta Jesus, if you had not brought in Jesus at that time, Jesus is the guy who actually even some improved the game, because the way we were playing before he came in, we looked so.
In fact, if I was Arteta,
if I was
Arteta, because Jesus is a big game player. Easy games are Champions League finals, semi-finals, and Havertz. Those are the guys. In fact, I think if Jesus started with Havertz, it would have been different.
Martinelli looked lost in the game. Martinelli looked completely lost on his wing side.
But I blame who? I blame Arteta. Do you know when he was getting the ball, he had like 2 guys on him. Wally Panga, those guys pangad. The only person who got a little space because of Odegaard, and Odegaard was playing more on the right side, was Nani Saka. If Odegaard, and that's what you're seeing. When Juninho is playing like shit, Martinelli plays like shit, because he's not getting the ball. So you see, because they're not getting the ball, half the time he's tracking back, defending. So because they don't want to concede. So let's just give it to Tuchel. As bad as they have been, this was a masterclass by him in terms of tactics. It was a masterclass. So I think we just need to say, okay, it was a bad game, but we didn't lose. The only thing, and that's, you see, like the way we've broken so many curses. Now that's the one curse, the Bayern curse, we've not cracked it. Bayern have always trashed us. By the way, if you look at all the games before, even though these guys were not there, trashing.
I know. It's been
crazy. But anyway, so I think there was a bit of but we should be good.
We should be good, but we go to Allianz Arena with a different strategic plan. Anyway, this is
now we're doing Aston Villa, right?
Aston Villa on Saturday. Sunday. We're meeting with Aston Villa on Sunday. And this actually gets me worried. This is the game that I thought would bury early and then just rest players. You see, now we've now gone hard. We've ran the whole game. So then I don't know how things are going to turn up, but the game
will be fine, because remember, if you're saying Sunday, we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
today is Tuesday,
Saturday.
By the way, we still have time. We still have time to rest.
Those are mini.
So anyway, we go to Villa Park. No, these guys actually coming to the Emirates.
They're coming to the Emirates.
Anyway, we go again. Round 2. Anyway, Kwame, man, let me end this. It's quite late over here. Just to let you know, but we hit 1,000 subs. We hit 1K subs on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen.
Oh no, I didn't notice. Yeah, I didn't notice.
So anyway, for the guys who subscribed, the road right now is down to 10,000. Now becoming ambitious, but it's not 2,000. The road right now is down to 10,000 subs. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
Be see you guys on the next one. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners, man. We live to fight another day.
All right.